not close out this order until I take every item off the list. Good thing the customer picked up when I called them. I figured out how I can call them. And he said, I only want one coriander. I didn't mean to hit two. And I was like, oh, okay, no problem. I'm really happy you picked up. I'm finishing up. I'll be there in a little bit. But in order to submit the receipt, I was able to pay, but now I must submit the receipt. It wouldn't allow me to. So now I have to say unavailable and don't substitute. Well, before I do that, I should show you this. Select a different item. You got to take a picture of it. After you take a picture of it, it says you can skip scanning to manipulate the system a little bit so you can replace, you can add a substitution. You can't just add an item on this app. Not right now. You can only substitute, but you have to manipulate it. I needed to call, and she told me to press skip scanning. If you ever come across that, it might not match the product that you have, but as long as the customer has approved the substitution, that's all you need to worry about. You want to make the customer happy, and he was very happy when he spoke to me on the phone. I'm going to write, don't substitute. It was completely removed. Now I'm going to check out. Got it. Yes, I did. Take photo. It wouldn't allow me to take the photo until I took that product off the list. Submit. You can replace or refund these items based on the conversation with your customer. I ended up working yesterday and today. I hung in there. I'm a cruiser, and I'll be sharing with you. I accepted 2 delivered offers today while I was shopping and UberEats Shop and Pay. What I learned about UberEats, it confirmed it. Last night, I added a substitution, and I gave the customer 10 minutes to reply. They never replied, so I had to take it off the list in order to pay. What I learned about UberEats is that you must receive approval, because then a customer can say later on, I never approved that. I want a credit. And then they get a free product. So they're trying to whittle that out. And last week, I was told by a customer service representative, don't get it. They didn't approve it. Take it off the list, pay for what you bought, and deliver the rest. That's what happens. And with UberEats, you can't just add a product like with InstaCart. Today, as an example, I shopped 3 shops, all between 15 and 20 bucks. And the customer added a product while I was shopping. And I added a product for a customer because we were communicating just a couple of times. And I said, sure, no problem. I'll put that right on your list. They didn't add it, but I added it. You can't do that with UberEats. There's no way to add a product unless the customer added it on their list. And I had to replace. Today I replaced one. I had to call the customer because they weren't replying again in the text. I followed the prompts. I took a picture of the substitution. No communication. So I called. And the guy picked up because it wasn't nighttime. It was earlier. He was so happy I called. He approved it, but he didn't approve it in the app until after the fact. And then we realized he ordered 1 too many corianders because once I got him on the phone, I said, I have another question. He was so happy. I said, you don't want 2 of these, do you? He was like, no, I don't. I don't know why I did that. So I removed it. After I replaced it, there were 2 products I needed to substitute. So I had to call up UberEats because the app would not, I was scanning the substitution, but it wasn't accepting it. And the customer wasn't reaching out. So they showed me how to manipulate the system. Skip scanning. If you ever get to that point, click skip scanning, and it will allow you to replace the product. It won't match the substitution, but at least the original item is on the list. And when you go to pay for it, the payment will go through. But you have to manipulate the system a little bit, where InstaCart, they have the option of scanning it. It takes it immediately. It puts it on the list. Or they say, please type it in. You type in the name. You type in if it's by pound or by unit and the price. So they have it and they add it to their system. UberEats is not that far yet. A lot of glitches with UberEats. And the customer service representative today actually said, is this your first shop and pay? I said, no, ma'am, not at all. Because it is very glitchy. But now I know when I'm scanning replacement, as long as the customer approved it, even though he didn't approve it in the app until after we spoke, you can manipulate the system. So at least you could go pay for the products and the customer is happy because they approve the substitution. But if they don't approve it, you got to take it off the list. You know, because a customer can always say, I never ordered that. I never approved that. I want credit. And then they get a free product. While I was shopping today, I accepted 2 delivered offers. And I'm just going to show you the pay because I don't want people knowing where I am until after the fact. So I'm going to show you these amazing payouts. One is $50. Check it out. The tip is $26.37. And the base pay is $10. That's not bad. That's one delivery the first half of the day. The base pay on this one at 4:15 in the afternoon is $15. The tip is $35. I look forward to seeing how much food I'll be picking up from that place. You assigned an offer to me. I need to know the delivery address to decide if I will accept. They sent me 2 offers today while I was shopping. And the second one, they added it to my queue in my account. So I happened to catch the text, which was good. And I went into the app and it just said assigned. Didn't say accept. It said assigned. So I wrote back in that text, you got to tell me the delivery address and you got to tell me the price too. You know, the more I think about it, the price too, because it's the same order that I turned down a few days ago. It was the first half of the day and it paid $20, $10 base pay, $10 tip. And I turned it down. And I turned it down because the distance of picking it up is too far and then driving it to a drop-off location. It just was too far. It didn't make any sense. I won't set time aside unless it's worth the money and time, because $20 wasn't worth my money or time and the mileage and the gas. It just wasn't. This time, same exact offer. And it's $50. Of course it is. And it's the time of day too. 4:15 in the afternoon. Well, you know, and I have to go pick it up and now it's worth my time. I did say no, even though I really want to push forward and earn as much as possible. My goal is to keep my miles low, not drive so much and still earn a decent day's pay. And if you follow me, you know why I decided to do what I did this weekend. I'm happy I hung in there. I got out and about. A lot more to share with you. So don't feel bad. Don't just accept every offer because it wasn't worth it. You know, meanwhile, yesterday, I turned down one. Yesterday, I ended up doing a triple pickup for UberEats in the middle of the day. And I drove 7 miles to drop them off, and, you know, I broke $25. They were paying good yesterday. It was like 1, 2, 3. I was like, wow. I did okay with UberEats yesterday. I didn't have to drive far, but it was a 3-day weekend and not many people were out. And it is the middle of winter. So you earn more money. I don't think I would have earned that in the middle of summer, you know? Okay, guys, stay tuned for future videos. That's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.